Hi everyone, it's me Lubna. Today is Wednesday, August 9th, 2023. This video is dedicated to my loved one, and the topic of this video is going to be about choosing the right role models. So to start off, I'm going to go ahead and read a journal entry that I wrote yesterday. That's my journal entry, and here it goes. Tuesday, August 8th, 2023. I don't know why we are here, but I'm pretty sure that it is not in order to enjoy ourselves. And that quote is by the Austrian philosopher Ludwig Wittgenstein. Life is not a holiday but an education. We must not live for pleasure alone. The best use of one's life is for the pursuit of opportunities for internal growth and development. Without some degree of self-inquiry, life is essentially meaningless. In order to make our lives mean something, we must probe very deeply into that intangible entity known as the soul. Strive to make yourself a person of depth and substance, one who makes great intellectual and spiritual contributions to the world. Seek counsel from timeless figures throughout history in the spheres of philosophy and literature. They are the best role models, for their names have stood the test of time. Now, while I was writing this, I was thinking about who we consider to be our role models in society nowadays. If you look at young people, for example, from my generation in their 20s or even teenagers and also young children, and see who they're surrounded by, who are they exposed to. I talk about social media a lot and I talk about celebrities a lot. And people tend to look up to celebrities, and whoever is getting the most recognition in society at a certain point in time, those people are looked on by young people especially as role models. But I want to kind of shift that perspective of who really deserves to be a role model. And I hope that young people, such as people in their 20s and also teenagers, are watching my videos and will receive this message. Since I was a teenager, since I was 16 or 17 years old, I started looking up to historical figures, and that was when I first started to discover philosophy and literature. I took some classes in high school on IB philosophy and IB English, and I was exposed to the works of Emerson and Thoreau and Kafka and all of these timeless figures who have written things that have truly influenced us, truly influenced humanity in general. And I look up to those people as role models, and I want to be like them. I want to be a timeless person who shares thoughts and ideas and contributes something intellectually to the world through the thoughts and ideas that I share in my videos and in my writings and in the things I create. But I know for a fact, and I know this from using social media myself, that a lot of people look up to reality TV stars and often people who don't have much depth or substance, or fame is fleeting, right? So those names of fame are fleeting, and those people are fleeting because they don't offer much except for what they have on the outside and how they look on the outside. And those things are not timeless. They change and they fade over time. But people have tended to look upon those figures, like the general population tends to look upon those figures as their role models. And hence we see why a large portion of the population is the way that it is, and why intelligent and intellectual people who really move the world and keep society moving forward are few and rare. I want to influence people. If there's anyone out there, a young person out there who has that spark of wanting to do something and be something more and leave a lasting impact and a legacy in this world, and do something great, something meaningful and beneficial through your intellectual pursuits, your creative pursuits, or any lofty goal that you have. I want to influence you to look for the right role models. Look for role models, as I said, throughout the spheres of philosophy and literature, such as the people that I mention in the quotes. The quotes that I share in the beginning of each of my journal entry are usually by very influential philosophers and authors throughout history. Look up to those people and the things that they think as your role models and as your basis for who you want to become. Don't just become someone who has, a fancy car, a fancy house, fancy clothing. Like, those things won't outlast you. I know that there's a quote by William James, the psychologist, who was the father of American psychology, which said that the best use of one's life is for something that will outlast it. So pursue things that will outlast your life. Don't just look for things. Don't just go after the things that will make you have your 15 minutes of fame. It's not worth it. Trust me, I've been through that, and I've had a phase where I used to want to be like that, and it's not worth it. Internally, it doesn't even feel fulfilling. But the things that really do feel fulfilling are the things that contribute to your personal growth and help you contribute to the world's growth as a whole. And that is why I do the things I do. I want to be one of those right role models for young people and prove to young people that you don't have to be like everyone else, and you can be like people who really do something great in the world and don't just live in it. That's what I want to influence you to do. So I'll keep sharing in all of my videos in the beginning of the journal entries that I write some role model that you can look up to, and I hope that by the things I share you figure out the right path in life and the best path in life. No matter what age you are, it's never too late to go change your path and make an impact in the world. Thank you so much for taking the time to listen to my video today, and I hope you also choose the right role models in life. Have a wonderful day, afternoon, evening, or whatever it is, wherever you are in the world.